Hi friends, welcome to the channel. We're going to be transforming this space. Currently it is a mixture of trees and shrubs and grasses and perennials, and it was planted as a privacy barrier for the road. This area has really transformed over the years. Originally, the driveway went right past the porch. The first year we lived here, we painted the porch. The second year, I started adding plants. I originally planted things cottage style, but I'm looking to bring more structure to the area. To help with that, I'm planting things in 2s and 3s, like these 2 junipers on either side of the steps. Next year, we're repaving this area, and that will help direct traffic to the door as well. To achieve this transformation, I'm going to be using plants that I already have in this space. I'm going to focus on planting things in groups of 2s and 3s. I also want to consider all of the shrubs spacings and make sure that everything is spaced out appropriately. A major consideration when planting this area is going to be how it looks from the porch. I would like to see structure from this viewpoint too, as well as winter interest, because this is our main entrance. We spend a lot of time out here in the summer too. There's already a good mixture of shrubs out here, and most of them I won't be moving. As long as I keep everything well watered, it should all transplant fine. Even though we still have some warm days, fall is here and things will start to go dormant. Along the driveway section is going to be an arbor and a couple of fence sections. Now that I've got this space somewhat mapped out, I have an idea of what I'm going to do. The first thing I have to do is plant another crabapple tree to mirror that one. And I have one in the backyard I got to go dig up. Okay, I don't know if you can see that well with it zoomed out, but I feel like this is one of the most important design elements, and that is I want to have these two. These are the, I believe, Green Mountain boxwood, and those will get about 5 foot tall, Christmas tree shape. And then I've got the beautiful crabapple, so then I wanted to mirror that with a crabapple over here. And I think the spacing is about right. I might tweak it a little bit. It looks a little off from here, but let's see what it looks like from the porch. Because when you're up a little bit, it looks different too. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it needs to go back maybe back and in a little bit. And those aren't exact lengths, so the tree can pretty much go wherever it looks normal, and we'll figure out the fence after that. That looks pretty good. We can put the crabapple right at the end of the fence. That'll look good. That lines up pretty darn good right there. Cool. Let's dig the hole. It's the next morning, and I think I have a pretty good plan of what to do out here. Basically, I'm going to keep the larger shrubs and trees and stuff around the outside perimeter and try to make an inner garden. Kind of a secret garden type thing. There will be 3 entrances to this garden. Now comes the hard work of digging up shrubs. These are ruby spice clethra, also known as summer sweet. They smell amazing when they flower, and the hummingbirds love them. These existing shrubs have some major root balls. They're pretty heavy. I like how that looks. I like having two things flanking the entrance. Once we get this arbor up, then I'll know where the lines are for this side and I can start planting. On either side of the arbor, I planted oak leaf hydrangea. They'll get about 8 to 10 feet tall and wide, and they have beautiful fall color. After a day of moving plants around, it's starting to take shape. I took the coleus out, which looks a lot better to my eye. I also planted a ring of hostas around the base of this plum tree. Over here, I planted all of the catmint to provide a border for this corner. This shrub on the corner is a Korean spice viburnum called sugar and spice, and it'll get about 6 to 8 foot tall. This is a little lime hydrangea and miscanthus grass morning light. This hydrangea is a quick fire and it'll get 6 to 8 feet too. I dug a blue spruce up from the yard. I needed an evergreen out here, and I also want to make more winter interest. They're slow growing, so I'm not too worried about overcrowding right now. The sunflower and grasses were put in just as a temporary block until these shrubs grow up and fill in. I added a spirea and another red hibiscus, and this is a limelight hydrangea. That is a summer wine 9 bark, and this is a crabapple tree. I transplanted this big blue hosta and then also tried to make a patch with the white lamb's ear. This hosta will fill in and look nice here and give a nice blue element. There was also a baby hognose snake in there. Here, I'm not really sure what all I'm doing with this space quite yet, but I planted this Daisy May here. I'm going to try it one more year. If it doesn't perform well, I'm getting rid of it. I also have another spirea and then another big hibiscus to mirror the one on the other side. Behind the hibiscus, I planted a miscanthus maiden grass called Gracilis. I think I said that right. It'll get 6 to 8 feet tall and about 3 to 4 foot wide. I found this half barrel by the chicken coop, and I thought maybe of making a little water feature here, but I decided not to use this. This side of the garden is looking good. I have grasses planted, coneflowers, a lavender hedge lining the entrance. And on each side are these oak leaf hydrangeas. They're going to be beautiful when they get big. I've got more daylilies to finish ringing around this tree, and I also want to add some type of ground cover. We need to finish the arbor and mulch and get the pathways done, but it's going to look fantastic. These grasses are a type of Panaceum, switchgrass. It's the same as what we have lining the driveway. They get really good size and they get really pretty purple tops on them. They'll be a nice block for here. Here's the other oak leaf hydrangea on this side. I'm really happy with how this space is turning out. And if you're still watching at this point, I really appreciate you. So where should we put it? Well, the grass is going to go to about here.
Oh my goodness.
That grass is going to get big.
How about over here?
No, it's got to go over here because this is where I have the space.
Oh.
Plant some irises here. So about here, you think?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.